resilience was a very important aspect of our growing up. And how that influenced us as a family and shaped me right now. One may ask, what relevance does that have? It's very important because having grown up in having that history of my people in mind, how they came all the way from Southern Sudan up to where we are, having the history in me of how our grandfather was taken as slave, means that we are always vigilant. We're vigilant to the changing in time. You know when the tides are changing. My dad had a company named Ja-Luo. Ja-Luo means the tide is changing. The wind tide is changing. And the changes, sometimes the changes come one at a time. You move from colonialism to independence. From independence, you have from the colonialists to neo-colonialists. We change from single party to multi-party. Our generation is faced with multiple changes at the same time. There's globalization, there is these epidemics, there is corruption, and there is poverty. Those are major threats. Some threats in the past came from the outside. The threats we are now facing as Luo are threats from within. Ja-Luo Chio. Luos have to wake up. These are the kind of threats that made elders sit together and strategize for the tribe. I saw strategy working in pre-independence when my father and his classmates would sit down talking in Makerere, strategizing. How do we help each other? What do we do? Should this happen? I don't see that kind of strategy happening now. What we have now is politicking. And while politicking is happening, we as a Luo people are poorer than ever. I'm not talking about material poverty, but I'm looking at lack of progress. The lake is dying, yeah? The lake, the fish which we ate, which gave Luo intellect, which gave us brain food, which made, when you looked at exam results in Kenya, the first few hundreds were names starting with Luo, with O. Because of a change of diet now, because of malnutrition, because of HIV and AIDS, the Luos are no longer topping. You wish, if we were not topping academically, but we were topping economically, it would be different. But that is not happened. The Luo as a nation is under threat. And if we do not wake up, if we do not change tact, if we do not change strategy, then we may become a byword. And this is what I fear most. But it is these sort of threats that make me feel that forums like Africanus is very important, because it enables us to be able to strategize and learn. I would learn from someone else from a different culture, and they would learn from me. And I feel that there are a few lessons that we can be able to pick. Africanus.